Good afternoon, students. Am I audible? Okay. So till now we have solved different quiz based on the first four chapters. Okay, we have not solved any quiz based on the fifth chapter. I am going to plan it because for your internal assessment we will require it. Okay, and according to that, because you are unable to write the lab manuals, you can write the programs, no issues, but you are unable to write the lab manuals. So apart from this, I will plan two lab tests. For that two lab tests, I will provide you two separate Google Forms. Okay. In that Google Form, I will provide you different statements. Okay. First lab test is based on the first three chapters, and second lab test is based on the next three chapters. Because for GUI and JDBC, you will need some GUI programming. Okay, because some of you are not having a laptop or desktop, so to solve such a type of a problem, first on first three chapter, first lab test is there, and next three chapter, next lab test is there. Okay, so in that I will provide you five statements. In that I will provide you five statements. Out of that, I will mention the total marks for that statement. Okay, suppose one statement is there and that statement is having 5 marks. In that case, you have to solve minimum 4. Okay, to because lab test is of 20 marks. So to do such a type of a calculation, you have to solve the four such a statements. So I will list as a question 1, question 2, question 3 likewise, and out of that you have to solve any one. Okay, so don't worry about that marks. I will divide it accordingly in the question. But out of these three questions, you have to solve one question. Each question having 20 marks for lab test. I will provide total three questions in the lab test. Out of that three questions, you have to solve one for the lab test one, and similarly for lab test two. And I will provide there one option of a add file. Okay, what you have to do in add file, you have to upload your document whatever you have solved. Okay, if you have solved on the machine, means with the help of a Eclipse or Notepad, NetBeans likewise, you have to take a screenshot of those programs, those who are having laptop or desktop. Okay, otherwise some programs are there which you can implement on the online editor. Those programs also, you have to take a screenshot of those programs and you have to make it PDF file. Okay, suppose I have given you one program which is based on the inheritance concept, so you can implement it on online editor also. Okay, so such a programs you have to take its screenshot and you have to make it PDF. Okay, sometimes it goes to 2 or 3 pages, no issues. You can take it, and by taking all those screenshots, you have to make a one PDF. Give name for that PDF as a, suppose A division roll number 60 is there. Then mention A underscore 60, and then upload such a file on the Google form. Okay, so I can find out it, and I will easily find out, and I will able to give you marks for such. Okay, so this is regarding lab test. And for lab manual, we have not taken any lab manual, right? Because due to that, hello, am I audible? Hello, okay. So in place of a lab manual, you have already given number of tests, so don't worry about it. But I will provide you some statements which are important for your external purpose. Okay, because sometimes what happen, nowadays external may be happen on Google Meet. So I will provide you some statement. You can implement from your side. up to 50th of November. Okay, up to 50th of November, I will share you one folder. After implementation or after solving such a programs, you have to make a one PDF of all such a statements. Whatever I will provide you, you have to make a single PDF. I will consider it as a lab manual for you, and you have to upload it on that folder. Okay, understood everybody? Yes. Is there any query? Yes. Is there any query? जर काही क्वेरी असेल तर आत्ताच विचारा. ओके, कारण ह्याचे तुम्हाला ऑलरेडी नोटिफिकेशन आले, ह्याच्या एक्झाम्स होणार आहेत, एक्सटर्नल्स होणार आहेत, राईट? सब्जेक्शन. ओके, 2 लॅब टेस्ट असतील. दोन्ही लॅब टेस्ट साठी सेपरेट गुगल फॉर्म तयार केलेले आहेत. ते फक्त तुम्हाला शेअर करते 2 दिवसात. ओके, लॅब टेस्ट साठी जे काही मी क्वेश्चन्स दिले आहेत त्यापैकी 3 क्वेश्चन प्रोव्हाइड केले जातील 20 मार्क्स इच. त्याच्यापैकी एक सॉल्व्ह करायचा आहे आणि त्याची स्क्रीनशॉट्स असतील, त्याची पीडीएफ बनवून ती अपलोड करायची. आणि पीडीएफ ला नाव देताना डिव्हिजन विथ रोल नंबर. आणि जे लिहून and those who are submitting by writing on the papers and after scanning it. So those who are doing such a type of work, they have to mention their division and roll number on that pages. Okay, division and roll number on that pages. And those who are doing programs on laptop or online editors, for them you have to mention the roll number and division in the comment in the program only. ओके, लक्षात येत आहे? जे प्रोग्राम्स इम्प्लिमेंट करून त्याचे स्क्रीनशॉट्स काढणार आहेत त्यांनी कमेंट मध्ये, प्रोग्रामच्या कमेंट मध्ये डिव्हिजन आणि रोल नंबर टाकायचे. आणि जे रिटर्न मध्ये सबमिट करणार आहेत स्कॅन करून त्यांनी पेजेस वरतीच रोल नंबर आणि डिव्हिजन टाकायचे. ओके, अँड देन make a single PDF only, because that access I will provide having a single time only. So you have to keep it in mind that you have to make a single PDF only and you have to upload it. Okay. So after this lecture, I will provide you all notes of all chapter. So it will be very easy to study. So after this lecture, I will provide you all chapter notes. Okay. So today we will start the second last chapter from Java, that is the GUI programming using Swing. Okay, so this is the syllabus for 6th chapter. In that, Swing packages, layouts, events, listener, event handling, and Swing components are there. Okay, means you have to design a GUI, that is the forms. So you can design it by your own way also, and on that you can connect the database also. So database connectivity is the last chapter. First we will see how to design the forms or how to create the GUI with the help of a Swing. Okay, I want to say something about it because on my laptop that Eclipse version, whatever I am using, Eclipse version is not updating, and I have tried for new version also, but it is not supported to my laptop. That's why I'm unable to show you how to directly create the forms with the help of a window builder. Okay, so right now I will show you how to create the buttons likewise, but for main program, uh, I want help from your side. If anybody has installed Eclipse or NetBeans on your machine or laptop, you have to do one thing. You have to share your screen, and from my side I will provide you how to add those buttons labels on your form. Is there anybody who has installed Eclipse on NetBeans on your laptop or machine? For Servlet also same problem is there. That's why I have not provided a complete program in that lecture. Yes. Anybody has installed Eclipse or NetBeans on your laptop or machine? If yes, please share your screen. Yes, students. Not right now. In next lecture also you can share it, because today I am going to teach you only basics. So in next lecture I want to implement the different programs like a calculator, login page, etc. For that purpose we will need it. If possible, I will take another laptop. But if not possible, from your side you can share your screen. I will tell you how to implement such a programs. Yes, anybody is having laptop or desktop which is having the Eclipse or NetBeans. Yes, students. Otherwise, okay, let it be. Today we will start it because today is the only basic part regarding that layout. So don't worry about it for today. But from next lecture, I want such a type of a background from your side. कारण तुम्हाला डेमो दिसल्याशिवाय नाही कळणार ते कसं करावं लागणार आहे ते. त्यासाठी विचारते, जर कुणाकडे असेल इक्लिप्स विंडो बिल्डर सहित. ओके. So first I will explain you. One minute. Okay, so this is the hierarchy of Swing class. To implement the GUI programming, you need Swing classes. Before Swing, there is a one concept that is the AWT. AWT is nothing but the abstract windowing toolkit. But uh, as per the new implementation, Swing is the better. So Swing class is the important to implement the GUI programming. It is the part of a Java foundation classes. Okay. Before that, AWT is there, but right now we are using the Swing classes. Swing class performs platform independent and lightweight components. Okay, so that's why apart from this AWT, we are using the Swing classes. That Swing API contains different buttons, fields. You can see here different buttons, then fields like a JList, JTable, combo box, etc. Okay. Up till now, you have seen any GUI designing? Yes. Have you learned any type of a GUI designing till now? Okay. So I want to show you different types of objects in Swing. First of all, understand this one. This is the component, which type of components are available in the Swing classes. Then these are nothing but the label, list, tables, then combo box, slider windows, then menu type of windows, then abstract button and JButton. Okay, so all these are connected as a component. Then applet is one type of a panel. Through applet you can design the animation also. Then for designing GUI you need window. Okay, that window is in the format of either as a frame or as a dialog. So out of these two you can use any one of these. This is nothing but the frame, and to design the GUI with the help of a Swing in Eclipse, you need a window builder. In NetBeans also you need a window builder, and that window builder contains the JFrame or dialog box. Okay, so for that purpose you need the JFrame. That's why today I'm unable to show you how to implement with the help of window builder. So I will show you a simple. First you should know how to design a button, labels, table, combo boxes, then sliding likewise. So you should know how to design it. So for that purpose I will first show you how to implement such a basic programs. Okay, and to implement such a basic program you should know how to provide its 1 minute. I will create new class so I can show it to you. Okay, so I will give name it as a first program. Okay, in that main method is there. So you should know how to create a frame or how to create a button for such a type of a GUI. You are dealing with the Swing packages, so you should import Java X Swing package in your program. Then and then only all other classes are available to run it. Okay, so you should use it. Then now, if you are having window builder with you, means while creating object, there is a one option I will show you that will appear over here, like here, CVS Eclipse Modeling Framework. Okay, so likewise, here window builder option is there, and in that window builder you have to select a JFrame, which is not available over here. That's why I am unable to show it to you. I am trying with another machine in the next lecture. Okay, so in that you can do your programs. Mm, okay, like here, whenever you are clicking on the Java, it will provide you different options like annotation, class, enum, interface, like this. In same fashion, uh, here in web, here you will find out window builder, and in that JFrame is there. But right now that plugin is not available. So you have to create JFrame. If you are selecting JFrame from there only, then there is no necessity to write all these codes. You can directly write it. Means whenever you are clicking on that frame or clicking on that button, automatically code will get generated. So this is the time reducing process. Okay, but for first time, means whenever you are trying to design buttons, labels, you should know how to design it. That's why I'm taking on the writing mode. Okay, so JFrame, this is the object of a JFrame. It means it will create a panel of a frame. Here you have seen this is for this purpose we are writing this code. Okay, to create a frame we are writing this code. After that, suppose I want one button which is used for the clicking purpose. So there is an option J button. Okay, J button is the class, so we will create it object as a B, and you have to add over here J button, and then for which purpose you are using, for clicking purpose. Okay, so you can write here click, because your main motto is to click its information. Then you have to set its bound. Means boundary must be set by you while creating the button or frame. Okay, so how to set it? There is a one method, set bounds. You can see here. This one is and this one is. Okay, so you need this component because okay, so length means from which location it will start and from which location it will end, and from which location its height will start and height will end. So total 4 components are there. one is for width and one is for height. Okay, so this is the size of button and location. With size, location is also there. And after creating that button, you have to add it on the frame. So for adding, you use the f dot add and button object, that is CP. It means that button will be added on your frame. Till now it will not be added on your frame. So to add it, you need add method. Now you need to set the size of a frame. Right now we have set size of, here we have set size of a button. Now we will set size of a frame. Okay. Now size of a frame must be greater than the button size. Otherwise your button will not be accessible properly. Okay. So this is the size. Now set layout. Okay. So there are two options, layout panel. Okay. So now you will need the layout, because we have already written its size, so we can write here as a null, no layout managers. Okay. And for visibility, you want visible, right? That frame must be visible after execution of your program. So here you have to mention it as a true. If you will mention here as a false, that frame will not be open at the time of the execution of your program. Okay. Now see, I will execute it. Simple, run as a Java application. Okay, understood? That button having dimension as a 1, it will start at 130. From 130 it will take 100 as a measurement. Same. Start होताना वरून 100 त्यानंतर इथून 40. So this is the dimension of button and this is the clicking event. Okay, and this is the size of a frame. You can see here, this is the size of a frame, whatever we have mentioned here, 400 and 500. Now see, I will change its size. I will take this 400 as a 1000. Now you can see its sizes get changed. Understood? Okay. Now this is the code related to button. Okay, you can see here J button. So here also, sorry, different uses of buttons are there. Means if you want to change the frame, means you want to go to next window, then also you can use the click event. Another one is if you want to, after clicking, if you want to send some message on the console, you can send it, no issues about it. So we will see one by one how to do it. Right now only I have created a single button for your information. Okay. If you want to take it screenshot, you can take it. So I want to move further. Right now I have created a single button. That button name is a click. We have not changed any color or any layout of a button or a frame. Okay. Now see, I will make change in the same program. I will make a change in the same program. I want to print one information on the console as a welcome after clicking on that button. I want to show information on the frame after clicking on button as a welcome. So for that you will need, now see here, right now we have designed a blank frame, means we have not given any name to that frame. If you want to give name, then you can write here name as a, suppose, example of a button. Right now we are seeing examples based on the button, so you can write here example of a button. In that we have already created a button. If you want to change its location, you can. So I will change its location as 50, then 100, after that 95 and 30. You can give your own locations also. Okay. So actually this is drag and drop type of working when you are dealing with the GI with the help of window builder. Right now it is not doing properly on my laptop, that's why I'm unable to show you. But you should know it how to design a set or how to set a bounce. That's why I'm purposefully showing you with the help of a normal program. Okay. Then I want to show one message on the text box. So I will create one text box which is called as the text field in the GUI programming. Okay, so text field, I will create its object as a text field is equal to new J text field. Okay. We can set its bounds also, otherwise whatever message you want to print on the text that will not be visible. So you should set it bounds. Okay. So I will select it bounce as a 50. Okay. If anybody has started Eclipse from your side, you can share your screen. No issues. I will stop sharing my screen. After explaining this, you can share your screen, whatever you have done on that Eclipse. Right now, I'm showing you only basic part. After that, you can show over here. Okay. So right now, what I have done, I have created a simple text box. Then here, one button is there. Okay. After this bounce, you have to use one method, action listener. Okay. Action listener means after clicking on that button, your message will be printed on the text field. Before starting it, I want to show you one thing over here, how it is looking. We have already added the button. Now we will add a JFrame with text box. So you again need f dot add, and component is nothing but the text field. Okay. So now see, I will show you how it is displaying on the console on GI. Okay, so this is one text box and this is one button. After clicking on text box, sorry, button, it will give message as a welcome on this text box. Okay, so for that purpose, you need to write action listener method. Means after clicking, means after doing action on that button, some text will be get printed on the text box. So for that, you should need one method, add action listener. And in that action listener, object of action listener is there, right? So again, action listener. This is the constructor. Okay. Now, whenever you are writing such a type of a program, see here, 1 minute. What you have to write? You have to write action listener. In that action listener, new action listener, and after that, I will mention here space so you can understand it. Okay. Here you have to write one method public I know this is new for you, but when you will implement such a programs for multiple times, then you will able to understand it. Okay. So after this completion of this syllabus, I will provide you some sample programs in the text format. Okay, or either on the WordPad or on the Notepad, so you can see those programs. Okay, or you can implement from your side also. But before that, you should try it. Then I will provide it. Okay. Now see here, in that we have written in action listener, we have written one method, that is the action perform. Which action you want to perform, you have to mention over here. But before that, you have to provide here event E. Again in that, see, I am showing you. I am showing you over here one by one. Don't confuse in between. We are writing in the button as a add action listener. In that we have written constructor action listener. Again in that we are writing one method action perform, and which action we want to perform on which component, that is on the text field we want to perform set text, means after clicking on that button we want a message, that is the welcome. Okay, so this is the program we want to implement on our side. Okay, so this is the important part. When you are directly creating buttons or labels or text fields on the JFrame, you can drag and drop over here, and you can double click on that particular component. It will directly generate its information. Okay. One minute. Action. Because that window builder problem, it is not taking executed. So you have to add here AWT event also, that okay. So I will add here one packet. So from there also it will take its data. Okay, so I will add here AWT. Now you can take all, or you can take a particular as an event also, because we are dealing with the events. So you can take this also. Now see, I will execute it. Okay. So after clicking on that button, welcome will be printed in the text box. Understood? After clicking on that button, welcome will be printed on the text block. And see here, I have given frame name as an example of a button. Understood? That name is present for that frame. click is the event, sorry, click is the name of button, and when you will click on it, it will show you on that text box. I will again execute it. Okay, after clicking, it is generated welcome. Understood? Okay, so if you want to take this program, you can. I have already. Okay, so take its screenshot. 1 minute, I'm adjusting. Okay, now you can take its screenshot. Now, in same way, you can create some image to that text box. Okay, so I will create new program. Okay, so I will create a new class having name as a button example. So I will give a second example. Okay, so again same process. First you have to import. You have to import the javax.swing. Okay, then after that, again you are dealing with the example of a button. So now I will use the constructor process. Uh, right now we have used here simple program with simple way. Now I want to use the constructor. So when you are dealing with the constructor, first you have to create constructor of it. So here name of a class is a second ex. So this is the constructor. In that constructor, you have to create a JFrame. JFrame, J is equal to, or you can use the F is equal to new JFrame. In that, name as a this is the example of a button. So again same name you can give, example of button. Okay, after that I want to provide path of that button. Okay, so this is a button. First understand this, button B is equal to new J button, and in that whatever you want to pass one image, you can pass the image over here. Okay, in that bracket you have to create image as a new image icon. Image icon. I'm purposefully showing you these methods because at the time of external, there may be less chances of implementation because many of you are not having all these functionalities with you. So that external person may ask you different names of methods. That's why I'm purposefully showing you different types of methods with the help of such a type of a programming. If you are directly using that GUI part, you are right clicking on that component, you are changing all these functions like image setting, color setting, its size setting. But you should know which command or which method is present on the background side. Okay, like this. For this button, we are setting one image. You should know how to set it through program. And that image setting function, that is the method, is nothing but the image icon. So I will add one image over here. Suppose I have taken, I want to register it. Okay, so this is the register. So I will take it as a path as a Eclipse. In double quote, I will provide it with its name. Okay. its name is a register. I will use the same name, index.jpg. You can directly check its properties and you can add over there. So this is the JPG type, index.jpeg. So directly that frame is get added over there. Okay. So these are the ways to add the information of that particular image. Right now it is showing here as an error because we one minute. Okay, here space is there, that's why it is showing such a type of error. So make a double quote. Okay, here if you are added it as a, so I will directly change your name. Otherwise, you will need to pass different notations. So it will be easy. I will directly change its name. Okay. Yes, anybody can try it from your side, those who are having with you. Okay, because of forward slide, it is showing you such a errors. So remove it, then it will not show you any error. Now you have to set the bounds of button. Okay, so set the bounds as suppose 100 by 100. uh, Again you can take it. This is related to locations, so you can select as per your choice where you want to place that button. After that you have to add that button on the frame, so f dot add button. Type of frame, that is set size. Here I have given name as a J. So I will give name as a J for frame. Here you have to set the size of frame, suppose 300, 500. Okay. Then if you want to set any type of a layout, you can set it, but right now I am not setting any type of layout. Uh, right now we are keeping it as a null only. When there is a necessity, I will show you how to set it. Right now there is no necessity to set the layout, but we want that visibility, so we will provide it's visible as a true. Otherwise we cannot see it. Okay. After that means, after that what you have to do, you have to create a set default close operation. Okay, now see how it works. First I will write it, set default operation as a jframe. This syntax or this meaning is different, but don't worry about it. When you will familiar, you can understand it. Okay, so this is the information. I will explain it. Set default close operation. Okay, this is neither has attached source or not attached Java document, because we have dealing with on off operation. Okay, whenever we want to use it, after using we can close it by clicking on the window. So for that purpose we have used this operation. And now after doing this, only add only add this constructor in your main method. Okay, so this is the constructor whatever you want to add over here. Understood? मगाशी काय केलं होतं आपण डायरेक्टली मेन मेथड मध्ये ही सगळी प्रोसेस लिहिली आणि आता आपण कन्स्ट्रक्टर मध्ये ती सगळी प्रोसेस लिहिली तो कन्स्ट्रक्टर कॉल केलाय मेन मेथड मध्ये. Okay, what we have done, we have given name for the frame, we have created one button, and on that button we have provided one image. Okay, so you can provide any image to button as well as frame, text, labels, etc. No issues. Okay, now I will execute it. Now see, that size is not proper, that's why it is not showing you. So I will change size of a button. I will increase its size. So accordingly that size, that button will show you its, otherwise that image will not be displayed on that button. Okay. Okay, so due to that size issue, only that button is not displayed over here. Otherwise, it will generate error. Okay, error is not generated. It means that button is not located properly. See here. Due to its size, it is not showing you. I will open it as an example. Okay, its size is more than that button size. That's why it is not showing you. I will try it once again. If possible, then its length must be greater and size also. Okay, so you can make its adjustment and you can run this program and you can share its screenshot to me. Okay, so take it as a homework, set its position and share me its screenshot. Okay, so share it with me. You can take it as a homework. That image, so don't worry about it. That images get set over there. So we will move towards the next class, that is the label. This is very boring because I am doing on the programs only. I am not showing you any drag and drop methods because you should know each and every method, at least basic methods related to these components. Otherwise, at the time of an oral exam, you may get confused between different methods. So to avoid such a confusion, I am showing it to you on the console only. So take it screenshot. Okay. So I will move towards next example. That example is based on the label, so I will give name as a label example. Okay, so first of all, understand what is meant by label. I will close this window. Okay, JLabel is nothing but a class which is a component for placing text in the container. It is used to display a single line of read-only text. Means whenever you are using the label, that data will not be get changed at the runtime also. Okay, so this is the simple labels. You can find it on the different forms also. You are filling many online forms. In that you have already seen such a types of a code. Okay, so same process is there. I will copy this content from here. You need Swing package. You will not need the AWT package. And you are dealing with the label. I will not copy all part because after required part is there, only I will copy over here. So this is the example of a label. So I will mention here as a label. Okay. Then how much labels you want? Currently we have designed the frame. Okay, how much labels you want, you have to write over here. First label, you have to create its object. Suppose I want to write the two labels, then L1, L2. You can give your own names also. Then L1 is equal to new J label, right? This is the part of a J label. So mention J label, then its data. Its data is nothing but information. Suppose you want to mention the first name. On that first name, text box is there. So you can write here as a first name. In same pattern, you can design the second name also. Okay, now set its bounds as L1 dot set bound. Okay, so set its bounds as a suppose 50, then 50. In same fashion, you have to design the second one. Okay, and this is related to second name, so I will write here as a last name. Okay, first name and last name. Again, set its bounds. Now below that first label, this label should be there, so I have increased it by 100. After that, you should add both the labels on the frame. Only we have created. Now we have to add it on the frame. So add component, and component is L1. In same fashion, second you have to add F1, F dot add L2. Okay, so I have added both the labels on the frame. Now you have to set the size of a frame. F dot again set size. Set size. Here you can see. Suppose I will give name as a 300 and 300. Okay, so this is the size of a frame. And again, set layout and visibility. So f dot set layout is the null. When such a types of example will come, then I will show you how to set the layout also. Then visibility. It must be visible. So visibility is true. Okay. So it will show you output as only two labels on your frame. Okay, so this is the first name and last name. These two are the labels. Only have to mention with the help of these names. Okay, so take it screenshot. I will execute it again. Okay, so simultaneously we'll find out its output. And if you will perform as an action listener, then same process is there. It means like welcome, you can print one message on the labels also. So this is the homework for you. You have to search it and you have to write it on page, or if you want to write it on the Java program, you can write it and you have to take it screenshot and you have to mail it to me, or you can share on the WhatsApp to me also. Okay, so this is the homework. I will repeat it. A statement. Perform the Java program for JLabel with the help of action listener to provide a message to user. Understand? So this is the homework for you. And whenever I will share you that folder link, in that also I will include that statement. So those who are performing that task will be get reduced. Next one is the text field. We have seen that text field in the program. So we will directly move towards the next part. Okay. See here, in that program, we have seen button, then text field. So you know how to do with text field. Now I will show you a simple calculation program. Okay, how to add two numbers and how to print it on the console, means on the JFrame. Okay, this is the lengthy process, but still I will show you. Then and then only you can create the calculator program. Okay, so calculator program is the task for you. Uh, Up to next lecture, you have to complete it, and when I will ask you to share that screen, you have to share it for that program. Okay, for today's program, I will show you how to add or subtract the message. Subtract the numbers from those text fields. Okay, so I will name CalC. Okay, so you have to create this program for your site. I will show you basic. Likewise, you have to do the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and percentage operation. Means total 5 operations you have to perform on the calculation. When you will do this, then I will again show you further process of JFrames. Okay, so this is the homework for you. You have to implement it. And those who are not having laptop, they can write on the page and you can share those pages on the uh, screen. Okay, you can make it PDF and you can share on the screen. Okay, so those who are present in that lecture, I will ask anybody, you have to share it. That will be calculated for your internal assessment. Okay, very small program is there. I will show you. Java x.sv, then import awt event also, import java.awt event. Okay, so right now I have added both the event. Now first create text field. So here you have to implement. This is the one more method which is I am showing over here. Implements action listener. Action listener. Action listener is nothing but the interface, right? Action listener is nothing but the interface. So you can directly add interface to your program, means to your class. Understood? Now see that that is present in the same program, whatever you are implementing over here. Now in action listener, you have to write your data. Okay, so see here. First, I will add different text fields. Okay, so I will add here different text fields. Text field as, sorry, first text as a T1, then T2 and T3. Means in first two text fields it take the values, and in third text field it will show you as a output. Understood? Okay, so automatically action perform event will get added over here. Okay, so we will need it. So you can directly add with the help of that error also, no issues. Okay, now see, I have used here three text fields. First two for taking input and third one is for finding the output. Then we want button. One is for addition and one is for subtraction. Okay, so two buttons. Then I will use the constructor. In that constructor, I will write all the program and I will directly call that constructor in the main method. Okay, so first one, create the JFrame. JFrame f is equal to new JFrame. Okay, new JFrame. Then first text box, right? That is T1 is equal to new J text field. Okay, so this is the first text box. You have to set its bounds also. So T1 dot set bounds. Okay, here you have to set its bounds. Now suppose I will set it as a 50, then 50, 130, and again it as a 20. Now you want all these text boxes below each other. So again T2 is equal to new J text box, that is the text field. Okay, then T2 dot set bound. So I will take this one and only I will increase its height. I will increase it by 50, that is the 100. In same fashion, third will be there. Okay, so I will completely copy it. Okay, so this is for the third one. And again, I will increase it by 50. Okay, so we have set the location of three text boxes. Now we have to set the buttons. Okay, so for setting button, one more thing. We want editable option for first two text boxes because we want input from first two text boxes, and third will be for showing you output. So there is a one method, that is the T3 dot set editable. Okay, but we don't want to edit it. We want to print values on the console. Okay, so its functioning must be false. Otherwise, whatever value is there, you can edit it. But we don't want to edit it for this example. For your program, you can use it, no issues. Okay. Then first button is for addition. So first give the button name as J button. Its name as plus because you are working with plus operation. Again b1 dot set bounds. Okay, now you have to mention the location. You want it on below that text fields, so again increase its height by 50. Okay, now location is 50 from left side and this is above. Okay, next in same way second button for subtraction. Okay, this is the second button. You want same height but location is at the right side of this button, right? So you can increase it by 50 or 20, sorry, or 70 likewise. Size and all these things are remain as it is. Okay, so we have covered these two buttons. Now, we want to perform action on these buttons, means after clicking action must be done, that is the addition. Okay, so action listener. You have to add the action listener event after clicking on the. Okay, so action listener this. We will write this action afterwards. First we will add over here. Add action listener. This means we will mention in the same program only. Okay. After that we have to add these three text boxes and these two buttons on the JFrame. So we have to follow one process, that is the f dot add first T1, right? In same way remaining two T2, T3, V1, V2. Okay, so already comma is there, so I will directly change the names only. Okay, so all these components are get added on the frame. Now, till now we have not set its bounds of a frame. Now you have to set the bounds of a frame. That is the set size and its dimension. Suppose 300 and 300 because this is not too big, so you can set it as a 300 and 300. Then layout f dot set layout as a null and set f dot set visible, that is the true. Okay, now we have created only background. We have not done any type of action, that is addition or subtraction. For doing such a, you need the action perform method. Okay, in action perform method you have to take input from the user, and that input user nothing but the, now see here by default arguments are there. I will change it by e. Now you will need two string, that is string 1 and string 2 is equal to, which is coming from text box 1, get text. Okay, see here. And in string 2 you have to save the value from the second text box, that is the t2 dot 1 minute is t2 dot get text. Okay, so it will take S1, S2 from the text boxes 1 and 2. After that, you have to convert it into integer because you are doing the addition and subtraction. So you will need one more integer parameter and you have to convert it into integer dot parse int. Okay, and parse int you have to pass this one. So in same fashion you have to do with second value, that is the b. Okay, so you have converted these two values. Now you have to save it on the third parameter for showing you output. So initially it is 0. When you will add or subtract it, it will generate some output. Okay, so e dot get source. सोर्स कोणाकडून भेटणार आहे तुम्हाला तर फर्स्ट बटन कडून कोणती ऍक्शन परफॉर्म करायची, राईट? and that action is nothing but the C is equal to A plus B, else otherwise. Else if second process is E dot get source, that source is from B2, right? That is the subtraction. C is equal to A minus B. Otherwise, answer is 0. Okay, so you can mention it, or if you don't want to, you can not. And after that, you have to save this value in the result. Okay, result is equal to, again you have to convert that integer into value of, okay, and value of what? C, and that will be printed on the console in the third text box, that is the set text. Okay, set text, and that nothing but the result. And after that, in main method you have to call that constructor whatever we have created. That constructor is nothing but the cals1, that is the cals1. Okay, so this is the simple program for addition and subtraction. Understood? So this is the constructor which is closed over here. And 1 minute, I will check it once. Okay, so after in main method, you have to write it constructor, and for calling such a constructor you need new method. Okay, so I will execute it right now, then I will show you again this program so you can take it. Understood? This first two text boxes for taking input and second one is for printing the output. Right now I have not passed any value. When you will click on it, it will generate the error. Okay, now I will pass here value as a 3 and suppose 2. After clicking on addition button, it is showing you as a 5. After clicking on negation, it will showing you as a 1. Okay, so for multiple times you can do it. Suppose I will change it as 9. I will make addition as a 12, subtraction as a -6. Understood? Any queries regarding this program? So from one by one, first take screenshot of this, then I will show you remaining portion of this program. Purposefully I have shown you on the writing format. If you are directly using the drag and drop methods, then you are unable to find out all these methods. From next lecture onward, I will show you on the drag and drop method. If possible on my laptop, otherwise I will take from your side. That is, I will take help from your side. Before the lecture, anybody who is having laptop, they have to share that screen with me. I will show you what you have to do, and you have to share it on your lecture. Okay. Okay, so I will open the remaining part. Now you can take its remaining screenshot. So you have to keep it in mind that you have to design a program for calculator having five operations: addition, subtraction. Right now we have covered addition and subtraction. Only 3 points are remaining. That is the multiplication, division, and percentage operation. Right? That is the modulus. So you have to implement it from your side. And if you are writing with the labels, then there is a text field. Then there is another field, that is the password field. If you are writing the text field in place of text field, if you are write here as a password field, that is a in text field, J text field. In place of J text, if you are writing here password in place of a text, it will show you in the format of a password keys. Okay, means whenever we are writing the password, some characters are there which are printed in place of our password, that is the star or and like this. So that you can place with the help of a password field, which is used for the logging purpose. Okay. Have you taken screenshots? Okay. So towards a login page, before moving toward login page, we will first conduct the attendance. A division 1 to 20. Give the attendance from roll numbers 1 to 20 of A division. One to 20. Don't repeat the roll numbers. Finish. 21 to 40. Roll number 21 to 40. 21 to 40. Finished. 41 to 60. Don't repeat the roll numbers because this session is in recording, so don't worry about it. 41 to 60. A division. Finished. 61 to 70. 61 to 70. Okay. If anybody is remain from A division, they can mention their roll numbers. And one more thing, don't repeat the roll numbers. If you are already mentioned earlier, then don't mention it. B division, roll number 1 to 20. 21 to 40. B division. Twenty-one to 40 over B division. 41 to 60. Forty-one to 60. Finished. 61 to 80. Don't repeat the roll numbers. This is the last warning. Finished. If anybody has remained from both the divisions, they can mention the roll numbers over here. Don't leave the lecture, okay? Because I want to show you login. How to design the GIF login. I know this is lengthy process. You are seeing it for first time, but this is important for your projects only. If you are doing projects other than Java, then also it is important because you should know names of a components, how to place it, how to change its data, how to assign the properties. Okay, so that's why it is important. Finished? Anybody is remained to give the presentation? If not, then we will move towards the programs. We will see only that program and we will stop there only. Otherwise, you will confuse between all this. If you are confused, then tell me. We will stop here. Yes? Yes, students. If you are not confused, then we will move further. Are you ready? Yes, for remaining programs, are you ready? Only we will see one program and we will stop there itself. But still I am asking, if you are not ready, then we will not move further. Okay? No problem? Should we move? Okay. So now I will show you how to design a simple login page. Login form. Okay? How to design a login form. So I will mention here as a new class, which is I want to implement for the login purpose. So I will add here name of a program as a login. Okay. Again, same, you have to fetch those two packages. So I will directly copy to save your time. Okay. Then JFrame. That's why I have shown you that part, that is the password field. So in that program, you can see that password field also. Now I will write this complete program in the main method only. I will not use constructor right now. Now you know how to use the constructor also. So this is the login form. So I will give name as a login form. Okay. Then we want label to write, to mention the name as a username and password. So we need different labels. So first, I will give label as a label 1, which is the normal, and second label having a password, and third one is for the mentioning some data. Accordingly, I will show you. Now, first, I will take which is used for the displaying the information to user. That is the J label. Suppose I have used L is equal to new J label. Okay, this field is used for the printing message on the console. Again, I will set its bound. Set bounds as bounds are nothing but like this. So you can check the location and according to that you can set the bounds. Okay, so this is related to that message printing label. After that, now there are different text boxes are there. Out of that, one is a password field. So first I will write here hello. J password field. Okay. So J password field, suppose I will give name it as a password P is equal to, and you can mention which character you want. Right now we will take the default character, that is the star. We will not change it. We will keep it like this only. Then P dot set bounds. After setting these bounds, we have to add the different labels and text will take the username from the user. Okay, then first I will take the two labels as a username and password. J label 1 and J label 2. So I will take this from here only. Replace it by username. Okay, and here password. Now you need to change the size, right? Because according to our program we are going to set it. Suppose I will give here as a 20, 20, 80 and 30. Here I will change it as a 75. Remaining no change. Okay, now we have created two labels, username and password. After that we will need one button for the login, that is the J button. Suppose B is equal to new J button. In that, here information. This is for the login purpose, so I will provide name as a login. Then again you have to set the bounds, right? So I will write the bounds as B dot set bounds. Suppose it is 100, 120. Okay, so according to your size, you can write it. I have mentioned here like this, so there is no necessity you should mention in the same format only. Okay, so I will mention it as 100, 20, 130. Okay, so this is related to bound of a button. Now you have to add all these things on the frame. Right now we have used the one J frame In that we have written two labels, one button, one text field, and one password field. So you have to add all those things on the frame. How to add it? F dot add first one. I will add the first, that is the button. In same way, labels, both the labels. That is the L1 and L2. After L1 and L2, move further. Password field is there. Again, one label is there. So for password field, we have used here P, and for one more label field, we have used the L. So we have added all the components on the frame. Okay. After that, frame size, that is the f dot set size. Suppose it is 300, because that is sufficient to print values on that frame. Then layout and visibility. So I will take it from here. Okay. Now, action listener. After clicking on the button, action must be done. So for action listener, I will use this one directly. Okay. So for action listener, you will need, that is the on button, that is the P dot add action action listener, this one. Okay, action listener. In that, new action listener, and in that new action listener, you have to mention the complete code. Means this arrow, in that all this action listener code is there. Okay, so here you have to mention the opening and closing bracket. Okay, so I will show it. In that action listener, you have to write one information as string data is equal to, suppose username is, whatever username you will pass over there, you have to mention here as text, and that text is nothing but the, yes, that text is nothing but the we have not considered any text over here, so you should consider the first text, which text you want. Okay, we have taken labels, button, one text field must be required to print the value, that is the final j text field, t is equal to new j. Okay, and again you have to set its value, that is the bound. So I will set it bounds as a, with the help of this button. Okay, so this is sufficient. Again you have to add on the frame, that is the f dot add t. Okay, now you can use this in your program, that is the t dot get text. Okay, so from user you will take its information, and after that data is equal to password is also there. So you have to consider it also for showing on the console as comma password. This is one simple example. Not we are doing a very big example. This is a very simple one for your information. New whatever password is there, you have to convert it into string, because by default it is given in the characters also, special symbols also. Get here. Value is nothing but the one minute. Let me check this program once again. Okay. Password field, that is the get password. Okay, and you have to print it on the console. So on which level you want to print it? On first one, that is the label L dot set text. L1 dot set text. And what a string is there? That is the data. Okay. Understood? Now I will directly execute it. If any error is there, then it will be displayed on the okay, so by default it is printing like this. Suppose okay, both are placed on the same location. That's why it is showing you like this. I will change its location first, so you can see it very easily. See one by one. First one is a label. Its location I will check it first. Then location of a password field, no issues. Then level 1 for username 2020 about this. After that, button location. 1 minute, I will check in location of that labels. Label 1 is at because whenever you will find out such a type of a replacement, you should check its location, because due to location its values are get overlapped. That's why you are unable to see it. So you should check the locations first. Username and password are on the correct location. Then password field is also on the correct location. Then this text field and button both are get overlapped. See here, you can see both are get overlapped. Okay, so I will mention here as a 200. Let me check it whether its location is get proper or not. Okay, so while creating this, check the locations. Due to that location issue, it is get displayed on the same. That's why it is generating such a type of an answer. So while doing this, first check the locations. Okay. 1 minute, still I am checking once again. It is not taking correct information. Don't give such a range. I am just checking. That's why I have given such a range. Okay, so while doing it, first check the locations. I have not checked it. I have given here as per normal. Okay, so first check this and then give the locations. Okay, so this is related to login. Right now we have not done the proper login, means I have not given any message after login to the user. So we will check such examples in the next lecture. For today only we will stop here. If you are having any queries, you can ask me or we will stop here.